Friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing, beautiful viewers. I'm so glad to be back again today. Another reading being pulled through. It's kind of hand in hand with the one I did earlier today. I could see why this is coming through from spirit. It's in regards to the person on your mind and how do they perceive themselves through this connection. Okay, so it might be how they're seeing the connection. Could be how they're seeing you, but it's really from their own perspective and how they're seeing themselves engage, which might help you to know who it is you're dealing with, because clearly their perspective could be just a false sort of belief or story that they're seeing or hanging on to or believing. But either way, it's their truth, and so this is always intended to help heal. And so if we understand how this person's engaged, we might understand a little bit more about what's going on between us and the person on our mind. Okay, so as usual, crisscross energies. If you tap into your own pile, this is how you're sort of seeing yourself in the connection, how you're engaged in the connection, and that means your person's energy could be in another pile. Okay, or we could tap into two energies. You'll have to determine who's who in that pile. If I attribute you to one energy and that's your person, then you do the crisscrossing. Okay, 4 options to choose from. Option 1, we have the Rainbow Heart Tarot. I love this deck, by the way. It's one of my favorites. I got it not too long ago. It's been around for a while. Option number 2, the Zodiac Tarot. Sorry, there's some nudity on the front, so gotta kind of block that out. Zodiac Tarot for option 2. Option number 3, we have the Unseen Tarot. Sorry, the Unseen World Tarot. It's so unseen, I didn't even see the world. I don't know why I'm dialoguing for all of these. I'm dialoguing for all piles. Unseen World Tarot. This pack came open when I got it, which I found very bizarre. Don't know why it was open. I think that's how it comes. Threw me right off. Option number 4, Mystic Mondays Tarot. I wanted this one for a while, and it took me forever to finally commit to it. Anyway, I don't know what's with the dialogue, but let me shut up now. 4 options. Sit with this energy. Take your time. It's okay to be pulled to multiple piles. We could be pulled to past, present, future energies. Energies all interconnected. You, them, multiple people, whatever is around you is going to pull through here. Okay? It's up to you to use your own intuition, especially if the message doesn't resonate. Don't take it. It could be specific for someone else. This is a general reading. Don't force it to fit. No need to tell me if it doesn't resonate. Doesn't resonate. Move on to the next. It gave you contrast. Now you know what it isn't. Hopefully you know what it is. Okay? So this is what it is, and I'll see you at your pick. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile 1, you guys pick the Rainbow Heart Edition. Lots already coming through with the channeling here. It could be because I've already channeled, so my channeling brain is open. 1, this could be a new connection for you, okay? But I feel instant chemistry here. But it could be fairly new, like new as in within the last year or so, you know? But yeah, I do feel there's an intensity coming through here, and let's take a look. Like I said, I love this this deck so much, and I just got it. So I have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them. We're gonna lay these out actually first, then I'm gonna channel, and then we'll shuffle the tarot. So we're looking at the person on your mind, the person you came here about. How are they perceiving themselves? Okay, in this connection, through this connection, like how do they see themselves? It could come through how they're seeing you as well. If that comes through, I'll let you know, but you'll have to sort of determine if this is your energy, like if this is how you're seeing yourself. If that's the case, then you'll have to go pick another, well, you don't have to do anything, but if you're wanting to see the title of this reading, what your person, how they see themselves, then you might have to go to another pile. Okay, if multiple piles pull through, you'll have to determine who is who. I'm going to attribute one to you, one to your person, because it makes it easier for me to read, but it's not fixed in stone. You can crisscross it, but do not sort of force any messages to fit. Okay, use your own intuition, and let's go and see how is this person sort of seeing themselves. So we have the Cosmic Network. I don't think I've ever seen this card. First thing I thought of was, what's that game? Battlefield? You know, the battleship? Battleship. I don't know why I thought battleship. Battleship. Cosmic Network. Okay, let's keep going. And we have DNA. The black, the light, the dark, the light. Constellation. And Beaver. Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm also getting some air. Some water. I don't know why I said air. Could be because we're talking about the constellation. So there's a lot of signs that could be pulling through. Water's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm not feeling any fire just yet. Doesn't mean anything. Here we have Ungrateful Daughter and Earthly Mother, number 7. So Earth's pulling through again. Okay, and we have number 12, Calm Within Transformation. 2 serpents, now some fire energy pulling through. So fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we're getting all sort of zodiacs pulling through here. 7 Wands. 7 Wands could be fighting for what we believe in. So it could be quite defensive or trying to protect something or defend something. We have Patience. Looks like someone trying to fish here. And we have the Earth's Heart, more Earth energy, 52, or the number 7. So we have 7, and I felt the 7 Wands and another 7. So 77 is a master number about trusting the fall, okay, an adventure that arises from deep wisdom. Deep wisdom. So trusting life, trusting of self. Okay. And we have Companion. Light attributes, loyalty, tenacity, and unselflessness. Shadow attributes, betrayal by misusing confidences, loss of personal identity. And we have Servant. Light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Shadow attribute, using a lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Okay, let me sit with this energy, and then we will pull the tarot after we see what this is all about. What one do I want? Let's use this one. Alrighty. So, this person. I feel there is a feeling of a little bit of a heaviness that they carry in regards to how they've acted in this connection. Because I think they've been a little selfish, you know. Maybe they've taken you for granted. Maybe they've done something here to, I don't know, like protect themselves in a way. But it might have been something that when they're looking back on it, it might have got them the opposite result. Like, it didn't earn your trust. You know, it created barriers potentially between you and this person. It might have made you more defensive in regards to this person. Like, there's a great truth this person sees. You know, a great truth that they see here. And they might have sort of screwed this up in how they behaved, because how they're feeling here is that they were really self-focused on what was mattering to them. And for a lot of them, what was mattering was kind of protect myself at all costs and get them before they get me. You know, and I don't think they were trying to hurt you, but it was like, I'm not going to be anyone's fool or victim here. So they could have come in with a preconceived idea of what a relationship is, or that you could have been someone that could have done something to threaten them in some way, so they're already sort of protecting who they are and what they're about, and so they might see this as, now it's made you feel like they took your love for granted, because maybe you were coming from a very true place as far as they're concerned. Like, they might be looking back on this like you were in one state of mind, like trying to really be authentic, coming from a true, genuine place, really trying to support this person, however, maybe for a lot of you guys financially or practically, maybe you extended friendship, and maybe you cooked for this person. This came through in a reading a while ago. Just gave to this person. Maybe you really were there for this person time and time again, So they feel like they were sort of the partner that couldn't reflect this back to you, and you got really nothing here from them of substance. And you might have waited for some time, or you might have been showing up but empty-handed in this connection, because this person was in this energy. And so at the beginning I felt it was fairly new, and I still feel like it's new in terms of if this person really sort of understood you and what you were about, their energy wouldn't be like this. It's like if they already knew that you were well-intending, you weren't going to hurt them and all this stuff, like why all this other energy? It could be that they just were already hurt in the past, and so they just applied this sort of mentality in this connection. So in that regard, it is still fairly new, because it's like after they got to know you, or they started to see the authenticity within you, like you're a true friend, you really had good intention, you really have a good heart, you really were someone here that could, be of service to them without really wanting anything sort of in return, and being loving. And this person could see that every interaction they had with you might have led to where it's at right now, or sort of a downgrade or a downfall. For some of you guys, you might be apart. Some of you guys waited too long and this person didn't show up. Some of you guys, this person created a lot of obstacles here. And so how do you overcome these obstacles, some of these people could, how you'll know, like they could be more interested in their friends, or just prioritize other things in their world, like people in their world, or things that didn't really have a whole lot of value as far as you were concerned, like other people that just kind of were around, maybe. Like, I don't know, I feel like this person might have a lot of friends. They might have had an expectation that you'd be there as well, like to energetically maybe prop them up, or to do something with them. So it's kind of like this energy of I don't think they were expecting it so much as they see this about themselves. Like pile one was there supportive of me, and I didn't respect this, and I didn't appreciate or see it for the truth of how it was. And every interaction sort of led to another, and it only sort of went downhill because of my inability to provide, step up, be of substance. I created roadblocks, defensiveness. And so now here we are in this connection, now both sort of needing to heal from it. So if anything is supposed to change here, we're both needing to heal now because of me, like pile one is now hurt. If pile one came into this connection unhurt, well, now they're hurt because of what they experienced with me. Some of them might have abandoned you, or just have not provided any substance to you. And so it seemed like this person, it really seems like they were self-focused, but it seemed like they could create some sort of stability or structure in their world, but you were ousted from that world. You know, maybe they didn't include you in their friends, or maybe they looked like they had some sort of built structure, stability, but you weren't a part of this, and you couldn't get to this person. I feel for some of you guys, you fed this person, again, pulling through, cooked for them, fed, ate with them. I don't know, maybe this person likes food. It could be a Taurus. It could be that this person's on the heavier side, but that's neither here nor there. I feel like this person did damage over time. That's what the biggest thing that's coming through. It's like my shitty attitude, you know, shitty as in ungrateful, not showing up, taking pile one for granted, get them before they get me sort of thing, not seeing the truth of how pile one really was a friend and all this, and leaving them empty-handed is what's caused sort of a deterioration of the trust in this connection that I did sort of to myself. But they don't see here that you're, like I don't see it, that you're angry or anything, but I mean, you might be. I think they left you empty-handed, waiting for some time. I think they might have been feeling here like they could have like strung you along or breadcrumbed you, maybe. But it's like they feel more like it was your choice whether you wanted to stick around or not, you know? But at the same time, it's like I'm seeing a series of actions and engagement here. That's over time built the DNA or weaving, I don't know what the word is, the thread, the fabric of this connection is woven over time, you know, and it's only as strong as what you've experienced with this person. And so if all they've shown is to think for self and shut you out, then this is your experience of this person. That's, you got to now defend yourself or be guarded or protect yourself. And now you got to heal from this. So let's pull the tarot and see, you know, how's pile one's person see themselves in this connection? How's pile one seeing themselves in this connection? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile one. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Coming through is same sex. Okay, just with the rainbow, with the diversity, I'm seeing two feminines here. It doesn't have to be, but that's confirmation for someone who's here. So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number one. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of the connection between pile one and their person. How does the person on their mind perceive themselves in this connection, through this connection? How do they see themselves? And one more. Two more. Okay, Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is where we're in an energy to work together, to collaborate, to show up, to put the effort and the work, but we have to show up in order to do this. So the beaver is a working animal, you know, it has to build its dam, it puts in energy, it gathers the sticks and does what it needs to do. It's also family sort of orientated. And the honeybees are sort of family as well, like gathering and working with each other. I feel like there's an understanding here that in order to produce the thing that's sweet, they'd have to show up and work with you. You know, like this is the only way that something sweet would result, is being available, not shutting you out. And now I'm seeing three bees, so it could be that this person could have been in a third party with either another person or just didn't prioritize this connection at all. Like the sweet thing that they thought was in another thing, you know, in my friends, in how I am, or whatever they were sort of, because I don't feel this person prioritized you. So there was something else ahead of you, or their whole world could have been ahead of you, like whatever they were doing. It could have been work with the Three Pentacles and the beaver. Like work is more important than you, you know, what I'm focused on is more important than this connection. And so now it's like, well, this honey is what I want to produce. Like the honey was sweet. So if I want to attain the honey, I have to show up. Yes, you do. 8 Wands, communication, forward movement, very quick energy. Some of you guys might be at a distance of each other. And I'm seeing a lot of stars, Aquarius energy. Ace of Wands, so lots of passion, new beginning. This is being inspired to have a new beginning here. But the Ace of Wands sort of fizzles out. Like this is very fast. What's very fast here? Fast energy. 4 Wands, more passion with the Wands. So 4 Wands is my 1111, which could signify the twin flames. This is the structure and the stability coming together. Okay, and we have 3 of Cups. So this is the friend network. I feel like this person has a network of people, you know, and friends, and I don't know, like this is a celebration card. This is a celebration card. I don't know, like maybe this person was all about partying or keeping things really light here, you know, like in their world. Like I don't want to take anything deeper than this, you know, like I like to just party and network and like celebrate in some way. Like their friends or their network is their family situation, is their structure, is their stability in their world. I still don't understand this quick energy. Let's see. 6 of Swords in reverse, and then the Strength. So Leo. So this is an energy of knowing when to be able to move forward and how held back we might be. I feel this person was held back. I feel there's a lot of passion here that this person is feeling and having in this connection. And I feel like they're seeing that the way they were sort of held back is the cause of the struggle here with the 6 Swords in reverse. Like the inability for you guys to get to higher ground in this connection or to heal or to work together would be because of this person's sort of held back energy. Like I feel very guarded and defensive, which I don't normally feel from Strength, guarded and defensive. But in this one, it's kind of like they're battling themselves in some way for moving forward and holding themselves back, like, and the Lion is giving me ego, so Leo is pulling through as well. So is this person I don't know, because I do get, like, with the 3 Cups, it's like, you know, very, like someone who likes to have a very good time and is unable to sort of control themselves here when it comes to, I don't know, partying or having their friends, like living their lifestyle here. You know, and maybe there was either build this stability with the beaver, you know, like build it. Like you have to build it with pile number 1. The structure, come together, show up to build this. Or you could continuously sort of engage in this network, you know, and stay in a 5 Swords with pile 1 if you're sort of not able to control yourself. No, like fast energy, almost like this person's impulsive, just doing whatever they want. Like, I just want to go out and party and drink. That's very impulsive. It doesn't have any longevity except for acting on a whim instead of maybe controlling themselves and being like, yeah, well, what happens after I go to this party or engage with these people? And then this just fizzles out and I'm back at the beginning again. Like, I haven't created any stability here. That would take some time with pile number 1, like build over time the dam. Like, I think they feel they chose immediate thrill or immediate thing rather than the long-term thing. and potentially ruined your trust or ruined this connection in some way. Yeah, Three Swords, and it caused pain. And now you guys might be in a separation, and now they need to restore balance in this connection. Yeah, it was all about the party. I couldn't hold myself back. I was really impulsive. I sort of just did what I wanted and took quick action. I didn't think about the long-term ramifications of what I could build. And so it was really imbalanced here. And I wasn't in an energy that was workable with pile number 1. And so I have to restore some sort of balance here, because all of this has resulted is in 3 swords for me and potentially for my person, pile 1. But there's a 3 swords for sure happening here. And I'm getting the intuitive eye, which is I knew better, you know. And then the tears here. So I feel like, yeah, there's been some sadness caused. And even in this temperance, it's like because of the sadness that I've created, now I have to do some sort of justice here. I'm feeling justice, balance, restoring, healing. I have to pace myself in a way that's different, because I don't think this person was paced in an energy that was towards this connection. This is also healing energy, Sagittarius energy. Star, yeah, I wasn't thinking of the long term. So, and because I wasn't thinking about the long term, I didn't get my wish here, the wish of what I could build in this connection. So they see themselves as ruining something here because they were thinking about the immediate. They couldn't control themselves when it came to their lifestyle, their parties. Maybe they had third parties. You know, maybe they saw a lot of different people because it was kind of around them and immediate. But what could they really build on that, you know? So they might have thought this is what I could build on, like various relationships or superficial relationships or just my friends and parties. And but it's like in the long term, what's healing and balanced about this? And so they're seeing this as only causing pain. The Empress with a whole bunch of tots. So I'm feeling a lot of feminine energy, like a lot. This person might be a player. Okay, if you know of them being around a lot of other people, or they were in third party, or they rather just, you know, go do that sort of lifestyle, then that was the immediate thing. Meanwhile, the realization here is the pain that's caused, because now we can understand the core of the truth here. What really matters, you know, in the heart space is the long term of what I can actually build that's stable. You know, the sweet truth, the honey, the thing that matters here. The Empress is just one energy, and it's built on love, unconditional, abundant love. You know, with an Empress, it doesn't lie in, I don't know, a million different people here, you know, to fulfill some sort of thing. So it might have been empty, sort of fulfilling. So it wasn't fulfilling. And so I feel like this person might have been very pulled to you as well, and in that same way that they've always been pulled, you know, the passion, attraction, pulled. And maybe now you resist, or you just, they see that you're this Empress, that you're not like all these naked people. You know, like it's a metaphor. You're like, you have self-respect, and you're like, no, like I want something that's built on something more core. You know, I'm a divine feminine. I'm an Empress. I'm not just this fling thing, you know. I'm not just immediate fizzle out here. So I feel like you might be putting your guards up against this person now, and they're coming in with passion or coming in fast. They're trying their same tactic or way that might have worked in the past in some way, but it's like, no, I've already learned my lesson here. And so now they see you as someone who's keeping them out or shutting them out, and they're the ones who kind of caused it to themselves. And so they're like, well, am I ever going to attain this wish of mine here? Because I've kind of ruined it with my behaviors here. I ruined it, you know? So now I got to restore balance. Justice. Come in a healed way here if I want to create something. So they see what they got to do here, okay? And they see where it's sweeter, and they see where it's not as sweet, or it was just empty. because they're either coming into a realization of this Three Swords because you've parted, or they can intuitively know that this Three Swords is something that's been caused by their action that they're going to have to fully sit with and heal in order for there to be progress and healing that hasn't quite been fully done yet with the Star in reverse. This is a healing card. This is a healing card. This is a need to heal. Okay. So this is what I see, pile one. I hope this resonated for you. Well, I hope it didn't, because this is hurtful. But if you listen to the end, most likely this did resonate for you. And so I'm very sorry this person was in this type of an energy. But I feel they're coming into a greater truth. And now they got to lay in the bed that they created. I don't think this person feels happy about it. Okay? But I think you taught them a lesson. They taught themselves a lesson here by how they reacted. Okay? I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello. Beautiful. Pile number 2. You guys picked the Zodiac Tarot for your pick. And before we get into the tarot, I have pre-shuffled oracle cards that I've not looked at. And we're going to take a look at the person on your mind. And how's this person perceiving themselves through this connection, through their engagement with you. Now, it could come through how they see you as well, and the connection, but predominantly how they see themselves as engaged in this connection. Okay, now it's coming from their perspective, so it may not be what you're seeing, but it's what they're sort of thinking and seeing themselves as. Okay, and if it comes reverse, meaning this is how you see yourself, then your person could be in another pile. Okay, don't force anything to fit, and let's take a look. So we have Eclipse, and we have Cell. The light and the dark. Cell, I'm getting Ace of Pentacle energy from this, and we have Spectrum, and we have the Earthworm. Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. And we have 69, A Fearful World. Okay, and 69 is 15, which is the devil in the tarot. So Capricorn energy pulling through. Devil could be, you know, being bound or held back because of whatever illusions that might be going on, you know. But in this case, it could be something we fear that seems very real. A fearful world. Something scary out there. Okay, transform with the butterfly. So butterfly is all about liberation, freedom, and the transformation of full state, because it goes from the egg to the caterpillar to the chrysalis to the butterfly. Butterfly's final form. I'm seeing 3 stars. Stars are all about healing. Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy with the transform. And we have body. Here we have the chakras all lined up. Body could be 3D sort of matrix. The physical, and we're seeing through it. The skeletal. Okay, and we have autumn. So number 19. So 19 is the sun in the tarot, which is having clarity. But autumn is the falling away of the false in some way. So it could be transforming, falling away in order to have the clarity we need. Something's coming into harvest. This is also Wheel of Fortune with the 10. So this is about things turning for the better and divine timing or something fated. Okay, autumn. It could be something significant about the fall time. Either a birthday or anniversary time, which could be significant. And we have Queen, light attributes, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Shadow attributes, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. And Monk, nun, light attributes, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Shadow attributes, negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. Physical world, I was getting with the body here, like the physical. And here we have judgment. Wow. Judgment. And the bottom of the deck, I don't read in reverse, so I flipped it, and then we have High Priestess in reverse, which is not seeing something here, or denying some intuition, or not being able to see something. Okay, let me sit with this energy. Oh, I don't know why I was already reading tarot. I'm going to read this, and then we'll pull tarot and see what we're getting, okay? Okay. Wow. So I feel there's a massive shift now in how this person is seeing themselves. It might have started in one way. Okay, in one way of engaging and believing, and it overshadowed everything. However, they were engaged, which I don't think was positive, because it could be that they were really troubled by a judgment that of a belief that people were a certain way, you know, like people are out there to hurt other people, or relationship would hurt, or a lot of people sort of look out for themselves. So they might have seen you as someone here as you might just be like someone else that might try to be in an energy that might try to control them, or want what you want, or be a projection of how they assumed you to be. Okay? And I feel like what they see here is potentially the opposite of what it was that they thought that they would see. Somebody who is actually truly, genuinely authentic, okay, benevolent, and also very protecting of this connection, and potentially this person. Also someone potentially highly spiritual. I feel like you've opened this person's eyes up for them to connect with a greater spirituality in themselves. Because I think they've been very much in the 3D world. You know, what they experience in the 3D has been their reality. And it's shitty. People are shitty. Things are shitty. Experiences are shitty. You know, not necessarily that they were in such a... Well, they might have been. I feel they might have been in a depressive state, a dark state, or just had beliefs that the world was some not very good place, especially to date or engage. And so this person might have kept to themselves, or just been very much removed. You know? Yeah, removed. Like they didn't see anything greater. I feel like they weren't connected to the divine. They weren't, I don't know, like this connection like opened up their eyes to see, you know, like more. Like, yes, the material world might be shitty at times. Yes, people might be scary at times in how they engage. And yes, there are selfish people. And yes, you might have been treated by people who were controlling and demanding, and potentially could have been an ex, a mother, an experience, or just observing other people in relationship. You know, and it's like, I don't want that. I don't want that for myself. And so I feel like this person has had to undo, or is starting to see the shadow part of themselves. So when they're getting more enlightened, this transformation is bringing them closer to a more authentic way of being, which is seeing the divine beauty in themselves, seeing their shadow for what it is. A lot of it is illusion and noise and experiences of the past. Wanting a new beginning for themselves as something of substance that could grow to something else. Seeing that they'd have to cut out a lot of what didn't work in their world, and release these thoughts, or these things, these heavy chains of belief and stories and experiences and understandings. Okay, some of them might have been using distractions, substances, really removed. Like I said, could have been dark night of the soul, depression stuff, isolated, and just not even dating, potentially, you know. So I feel like there's something very novice about this person. Maybe they've never experienced a true sort of ability for them to be themselves and to be vulnerable and open with anyone, because this is kind of a newbie energy from a place that it doesn't project, that releases a lot of the things that they might have been hanging on to, that created suffering here. But they're seeing that they have shadow. They're seeing that they could see things differently here in this connection. They're seeing that there is things of abundance here. I'm also seeing that this person sees that there might have been things of abundance here that they let fall or let go to waste. It's like my person 2, has been trying to engage and provide to me substance, quality, abundance, gifts, fruit, you know, like things that are healthy in regards to being selfless, being benevolent, giving, kind, of substance, and in regards to spirituality, like being, I don't know, maybe you guys are really devoted, you know, to the divine or to your spirituality, or that this connection's been something that's been highly, highly spiritual, and so this person can no longer sort of just deny or suppress or live in a physical world, pretending as though there is no divine, nothing spiritual to look forward to, nothing past this sort of 3D physical world. Like there's something out there that means more, that's giving me more of a reason to transform, is giving me a reason to become enlightened, to see past my shadow bits, because my shadow bits have been keeping me fearful of being anything different or wanting anything different, or but now I can see, you know, pile 2 differently than how I was seeing. And it could mean so many different things now than it did in the past. Like your connection means different things here. Because in the past, I felt like it might have came into this person under one understanding. You know, like this person is like everyone else, could have been a mind speak, or this is only going to lead to pain, or this is what this person wants, you know, or like I've already experienced something like this, like one sort of track mind or one understanding. This is only going to lead to bondage, or this is only going to lead to suffering, or this is only going to be something that's causing, I don't know, causing me not to like it, anxiety, fear, feeling stuck. But now it's like this connection is all these other things, you know, like I could see the spirituality here that I've never seen. I could see the abundance that I wasn't ready or prepared to see. I could see the waste that I've had here because I might have been very hesitant to see pile number 2 in any other way than the one that I was projecting. So I feel like this person is transforming into somebody who is mind, body, and spirit aligned. They could have been completely out of balance. I do feel that they were more focused on their material world. And now it's like, here's their spirituality opening up. Here's a different side of them. Here's their shadow self that they could see now. Partially. You know, there's part of them that they could see that will have to sort of be reborn here in order for them to be functioning. And that they might have to relearn certain things and come from a new sort of understanding. And that they weren't seeing something about themselves and about a greater truth, about relationship or connection that's now being very visible to them. That's allowing them to see themselves differently. 5 swords in reverse. So it's making them want to come out of challenge, you know, fearing. So for some of you guys, I think this person also feared intimacy. Sexually or just intimacy. I don't know how that's coming out. I'm going to leave it like this. Yeah, I feel kind of novice too. Maybe they don't have a lot of experience in relationship, you know, like they wouldn't even give it sort of the time of day here, because I do feel there was a lot of fear and being vulnerable, fear and even letting it sort of get to that point. So we'll ask Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. How are they perceiving themselves in this connection? How are they perceiving themselves, pile 2's person, the person they came here about? How do they see themselves through this connection? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2, Spirit. Thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. I'm going to leave those for the end. We have the Empress, Taurus energy, and Libra. This person finds you absolutely beautiful here with the Empress and this Queen, okay? I think you've been unwavering Queen Empress energy here to this person. Beautiful energy, abundant, loving, compassionate, kind. Also with a lot of spirituality. Like, you have a very kind heart here to this person. So, 3 Swords. There's a lot of pain here. I feel like the pain here is in them now seeing the shadow parts of them that were coming from a very fearful place that resulted in the actions of how they engaged with you. You know, how they engaged with you, I don't think was very good. So they're feeling and seeing this pain of the 3 Swords that they've caused. So what's this one sideways? 5 Wands. Yeah, it's like I could be conflicted and create a bunch of conflict, or I could, you know, ignore and just do my own thing and sort of shut pile 2 out because I don't want conflict, or I could learn to deal with conflict here. I think this person's learning to deal with conflict created by their shadow and their understandings of fear. Because I think they might have tried both ways and it's all led to 3 Swords. It's like, if I argue with pile number 2 and you know, try to defend and I don't know, like defend my fear and create this conflict because of my thoughts of what I've experienced, it creates conflict. Because we were seeing the 5 Swords, you know, in reverse under the deck there when I did the reading. And when I just sort of maybe pull away, because I feel this person would be the type that might just shut down, pull away, go quiet, not want conflict. Like, oh, this is conflict. I already made a prejudgment, you know. But it's like, of course there will be conflict. That's a part of shadow. That's a part of relationship. That's a part of dealing healthy with conflict when we have a difference of opinion. How do we deal with this? I think this person is changing how they deal with conflict through the pain that they've experienced and how they've mishandled this, and seeing your beautiful energy here as this Empress. Unconditional love. Okay, King of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel this person has been someone you couldn't really rely on. You know, like I can't rely to build something here with this person because they're not reliable. Anytime they just pull away and go quiet and can't resolve things, or if they get very defensive and want to argue, like they might have not provided you any stability, any sort of indication of, you know, what they could build with you in the long term, or any commitment, any of this. And I feel like this person, because of their mindset, I think they were limiting their own ability to build something for themselves. Like, I feel this person feels like they weren't good enough to build something that would be a harvest for themselves. You know, like maybe this person didn't have big aim or confidence in building something. Like they had no fight in them. They might have been like, oh, what's it for? You know, what's it all for anyway? Like, I don't know, I don't feel like this person felt like they had anything of substance in their world. So they might have felt like I have nothing to offer, or I'm not this energy that pile, you know, might need or want in some way. And, you know, that I felt defeated. Like, I don't want to just fight. Like, fight what? Like, I don't have anything to give, or I can't compete for pile 2. And maybe, you know, because they're feeling you as this beautiful Empress energy and this Queen, it's like a Queen and an Empress is going to have a lot of choices when it comes to dating, and I'm going to have to like fight for her love, or like compete for her love, or like prove to her that I'm a King of Pentacles, that I'm not. Like, I don't have this whole world like built in a practical way. Like maybe this person doesn't have like a full-time job, or like a built empire. Like they can't offer you anything in the material practical world. Like again, like material practical keeps coming up, you know. Okay, so 3 cups in reverse and the King of Swords. So King of Swords is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. King of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And then, like I said, we had Taurus and Libra here. So 3 cups in reverse. The devil energy is pulling through with the 3 cups in reverse for me, because this is always about distractions, you know, like we focus on what doesn't really matter. You know, we can't get deep. We can't get past the 3 of cups. Like we're stuck in, you know, this 3 cups energy. No one can get deep enough because we have a preconceived thing. I might use distraction substances here. Drinking could be a thing here. Partying could be a thing here. And so this person is thinking about how they've been handling conflict. Thinking about like, how can I feel this person hasn't taken action or communicated a truth here. The way that they deal with their conflict is through distraction, party, and here pulled away. And it could be, for some of them, really recluse. Like not in public at all, like depressed, like hermit energy. But they're thinking about this, the world in reverse. So for some of you guys, if you've experienced an ending with this person, it's not over for this person. They want reconciliation here. They're thinking and contemplating about, how do I find peace with pile number 2? Like I have to find a way that we could come together that's going to work. You know, it's not over. And they're also thinking about, if you guys are sort of engaged and together, then this person is thinking about, how do I close out my 3 cups in reverse part of my world? It's not working here. It's caused 3 swords in this connection. You know, my distraction, maybe my parting, maybe my pulling away, maybe my inability to be authentic here and share 2 cups. Like I have to find a way to close out this chapter, which they haven't done yet. Some of you guys might be at a long distance or met on the internet. Okay, but I feel like this person hasn't done anything or said anything just yet. 4 cups in reverse. So at some point in time, this person could have rejected you or just rejected love altogether. And this person wants to get out of this sort of state, this fearful world state, this jaded state, you know. It's really a jaded state of an experience or lack of experience here in truth. Like what I've seen, what I thought would be this connection is what I hung on to, but there's a greater truth. And now I see my shadow self that was projecting onto a situation some sort of belief here to keep me away, which could have been stemmed that I felt I wasn't good enough or solid enough or built enough in order to compete, in order to be of substance for an empress. How could I come up to this level? And so they want to get out of this I'm not interested energy and come out to, like, look, they want to come out of the 3 cups. You know, there's 3 cups and be more focused on what's being offered to them by the universe here, which is this connection. But Ace Cups is about self-love. And I don't know that this person understands about their own self-love just yet, because they're seeing their shadow for the first time. It's cracking open. Yeah, 9 cups. Self-love, seeing themselves, you know, from a place that's, I don't know, like there's a couple of messages here. I feel like when we're in a true 9 cups, we're emotionally fulfilled. Okay, we're emotionally fulfilled in life. And if we're true 9 cups, when someone comes in with a cup, we could take it and we create 10 cups. Okay, but when we refuse a cup, someone's making an offer, unless of course we're truly not interested, but we have to look at our shadow. Why didn't we take the cup that would make me happy? Because this 9 cups is a false sort of 9 cups of a belief that we might be carrying, that we are fulfilled in some way on our own. But see, her arms are crossed. It's like a defensiveness here, because I feel like this is all about immediate gratification in drinking, partying, distractions. Like this is what kind of keeps, this is where I keep relationships, you know, because this will bring me all the happiness. Anything different than this might open the door to more pain. And so at least in this sort of boundary, in this guard, I maintain my 9 cups, my own independence, my own happiness relies on me. I'm not going to be pulled by anyone else emotionally or energetically. So I shut them out. I can maintain my own level of happiness here without chancing, but it's not fulfilling. And it really isn't a true 9 cups. It's just one that's guarded here, keeping people out. And so this person's thinking about this and saying, why couldn't I receive the cup here? I want to get out of this state. Is creating 3 swords here between me and this person. So here's the Empress, which I feel this is how this person sees you. Beautiful, abundant love. Yeah, there's the cup you're offering. And this is all about learning about their self-love. Overflowing cup, being emotionally available here to offer a cup to this Empress, which I feel, they couldn't offer, or they rejected an offer. And the Lovers, they couldn't go down the path, couldn't choose this connection. A Page of Wands, didn't choose, couldn't explore the path. And here's the Justice, which we were feeling them wanting to bring a certain level of balance to a situation that's been highly imbalanced. Libra energy, Gemini energy. So what are they thinking about? They're thinking about how they could become emotionally available, and that it would stem from how they're engaged with self, because they see your true value. Or they want to offer you a cup. They want to be emotionally available for you. They recognize that they have not explored this path, and they recognize it's been unjust, and this situation has created a 3 swords. So this person wants to apologize if they owe you an apology, if they've rejected you, if they've pushed you out, if they haven't been emotionally available. Okay, this is apologizing. And this is also us opening the heart space. So it's like, because of the pain, I might have been hesitant in opening my heart space. But I created this 3 swords here. And so I want to open up my heart space so I can be available to offer a cup of love. So I can look inside my heart and look at this shadow. But I still feel this person feels like they're a page in dealing with an Empress. And so I feel this person doesn't feel either good enough, like they have enough to give and to build, confident enough. And I feel like this person is sort of in their mind about how to go about telling you and acting on it. So this is what they see and feel and perceive themselves to be in this connection. Let me know in the comments if it was something that you could resonate with. And I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful. Pile number 3, Unseen World Tarot. So a couple of messages already coming through. What are we looking at? We're looking at the person on your mind, the person you came here about, and how are they perceiving themselves in this connection? Okay, how are they seeing themselves through the connection, through their engagement with you? Could be how they're seeing you or the connection, but predominantly themselves. Okay, so this obviously is coming from their perspective, which may or may not be accurate, but it's their own sort of view. So we'll see these pre-shuffled oracle cards I've not looked at, and then we'll pull some tarot. So use your own intuition. Okay, if it comes reverse, meaning this is how you are seeing yourself in the connection, then your person's energy could be in another pile. And if there's 2 energies here, you'll have to determine who is who. So the first thing I was pulling through here, out of all the piles, this one seems to be the more mysterious one, the one full of shadow. So there might still be a lot of shadow here that this person's working through or has worked through. We'll see. A lot of parts of them that aren't dealt with, like that they're keeping secret, or that they don't even know themselves. That's in the shadow, and this could create a lot of pain and suffering. Also with the world, it could be that you guys are separated or worlds apart, like just 2 separate worlds here. It could be geographically, like travel is required, but I feel like it's just like you can't like touch this person or like gain an understanding. Like it just seems like it's worlds apart. Almost like there's something about them that you can't put your finger on, or that's not clear to you. And for a lot of you guys, you could have met online with the world here as well, okay? So, solar flares. Lots of fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Big Bang. Wow. This is really fucking intense. Like solar flare. is very intense. If you're too close, you get fried to a crisp. And a Big Bang is, well, we all know what that is. Massive sort of explosion here. Cosmos, look at that. Cosmos, infinite universe, abundance. But again, like, how much is unknown here in this cosmos? There's a lot unknown here, but look at the solar flare. It lights up. But even with the solar flare, like, how much does it light up of this universe? But it's also the whole thing, like the Big Bang created. Wow, okay, this is interesting. So we have Cobra. So I am getting more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm also getting like solar flare energy, like a Cobra sort of attacks, you know? The solar flare kind of intense. And look at the deer. Wow, polar opposite energy. Polar opposite. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Here we have 25, or the number 7, gifts to the portal. And we have desire. Snake's all about healing and wisdom. And we have she's naked, so it could be talking about vulnerability. Desire definitely could be passion with all this fire energy, lots of passion. Surrender. So being overwhelmed by our emotions, intense. Here's this tidal wave. And then we have the lightning. Lightning is also very sudden. I'm getting Uranus energy, Tower energy, suddenness, Big Bang, sudden. The Cobra is sudden. Unknown. Yeah, look at that. Unknown. Like I said, the cosmos, this unseen world, the unknown, like out there, like it's so vast, like anything could happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, sublimation. So this is a state of ascension in some way, because we can see it in a higher sort of form. We could transmute certain things to be in a higher form here. 67, or the number 13. So 13 is the death card in the tarot, which is about transformation. I'm being called to read sublimation for you guys because I feel there's something. Give me a sec. No, not this one. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to pause because I want to read the sublimation for you. I feel there's something in here, and I can't find my book, so just give me a second, okay? Okay, beautiful. Pile number 3. Let's find sublimation. 67. Oh, I need the 10. I need the 10. Okie dokie. Elevation, rising, flight. Sublimatio is the great alchemical operation of air. It occurs when there is enough heat to change a solid substance. Look at the heat created by the solar flare. Oh my goodness, okay. Enough heat to change its solid substance into a gas, causing it to rise up, and away. Therefore, when sublimation is present, there is an aspect of celebrated elevation, of ascending beyond the gaining of a greater perspective. Birds in flight, mountain peaks, ladders, and balloons are all sublimatio images. As with all the operations, sublimatio has a shadow potential. Lots of shadow coming through. Through ascension, there is a risk of separating from others, of sensing oneself higher or above. This risk is particularly great in spiritual traditions that offer a linear model of achievement. The divine alchemist rises humbly and supports the upliftment of others, always in touch with the cycle of humanity. Service is the natural balancing agent for sublimatio. It may be the next rung on your ladder. Go deeper. Watch the final scene of the red balloon. to ponder. The magic of air travel. Okay, well, air came through as a thing. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it's pretty much what we're talking about. However, something did come through in regards to, I feel like there is, I could see where the hesitancy is kind of coming through now, you know. There is a hesitancy here, or has been. Okay, so thief, light attribute, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that could never be stolen. Shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Something about light that keeps pulling through here, and the shadow and the unknown. Hermit, light attribute, seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. Shadow attributes, withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Okay, I won't pull the tarot just yet, but wow, what's happening with this person? So for some of you guys, it could be your own energy here. Okay, but I'm going to read this as it being your person. So I think this is like a whole story here of your person. It's not their immediate, you know, how they're kind of seeing themselves right in this moment. I feel like this is painting a whole story of how they see themselves in this connection over time. I feel like this connection has been something that has really consumed them and almost fried them. Okay? And so I feel like it was intense emotions and just all intense and really just impacting their whole world. Like, I feel like they couldn't separate themselves from this connection, like who they are in their world from this connection. Is all consuming. Like, this connection is completely sort of consumed them. Okay, but I feel like it's created them to crack, or for something to snap in some way here, for them to like almost hear a pop, and this like reality kind of, I'm seeing like it's getting really hot, intense, and then finally pop. It's like float, and now we see that there was so much more vastness to us and to the world around us, and that we were only sort of focused in one tiny little thing in our world. And so this connection sort of heated them up so that they could see everything else greater. And this person has had to learn to surrender, because I feel it was so intense to them, you know, their desire for this connection. I feel now their desire is kind of their dedication to the divine and to understanding themselves. I feel like this person understands that they've been giving to or living a life of matrix with this thief, that the more they feed into maybe their past energy or their past world, the more they're robbing themselves of true authenticity. So I feel this has humbled this person. They know nothing. You know, and maybe in the past this person was very confident. This person was confident in taking action. This person was very big fish, small pond. You know, like they had their world under some sort of control here. And so I feel like this person was very good at navigating their world, you know, protecting themselves, going after what they want, fiery energy. And from going from this cobra energy to this deer is very humbling. I have no control. I have no idea what's going on out there. There's an abundant universe that I have no idea about. I knew this part of myself that was experienced, and now there's this big shadow part of myself that I'm understanding that I didn't even know existed within me. And so I feel like this person has had to heal, and I feel like this person has had to find a way to find balance through this very turbulent sort of experience that's left them in pieces. You know, and it's like, who do I devote myself to, and how do I devote myself, and where is there substance to be attained? Like, I feel this person can't go back to how they were, you know, like they were giving of themselves, however their world was. And now it's like really contemplating, like, where do I want to feed, And what is of substance, and what can I give of substance, and where can I dedicate myself? I feel like this person wants to dedicate themselves authentically to a life that is meaningful in substance. And they might still be seeking what this is. They might still not know, but I feel like this has put them on the road to ascension. They've had to learn to surrender. They're really overwhelmed by feelings they might have never felt. I feel as though they're seeing themselves as like this sudden interaction and this connection has made them have to deal with themselves, deal with their newfound emotions and overwhelm, surrender to the divine, surrender to the universe, accept that they might have had false self or were stealing from themselves by being false, or being defensive, or like going on some sort of energy here that was I don't know, like keeping people out or just keeping the control. And so I feel like this person is hesitant about this connection, and they might have reason to be. We'll see. I don't really see a whole lot about how they see you. Aside from the intensity, maybe there was a lot of passion, a lot of emotions, a lot of desire, a lot of healing they've had to do. A lot of like contemplation, heavy about where do I want to invest. Like, because this is about themselves, like themselves giving in a way that's authentic. Like now it's in line with their heart space. Like if they want to give to something and involve themselves with something, it must be in line with a greater truth. It can no longer be in line with a false self or a false story or identity. But they need to really sit with their heart space to know what's true and what's not. So I feel like there's a lot of ascension and there's a lot of unknowns here. I feel this person is learning who they truly are, and I feel like they might be learning who you are. And I feel like there's hesitancy here. This is mostly coming from to your direction. Like it is humbling that they don't know nothing at all about the universe potentially, and what they thought they knew has been turned upside down. But predominantly it's like I'm hesitant about pile 2 because I don't know if I could trust like what this is about, like, and it's not really a guardedness so much as I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. And I'm kind of scared, like kind of. I could be spooked easy. I'm kind of scared here about taking any sort of action here, because I don't even know if it's scared, to be honest. It's kind of like they might be in observer mode. They might feel like just innocent, like humble, like innocent, humble, but like I don't know like how to engage with pile 3, like, and they might have been very they might have started off as this cobra, like they could have been defensive, or they could have been trying to strike things in this connection, like I don't know, get you, or like make things happen, or like be in this sort of more confident energy. So I'm getting like Queen of Wands, King of Wands energy from this cobra. And now I'm getting like a more humble version of like, maybe I just need to observe. Maybe I just need to understand myself better. Maybe I need to really tap into the divine here and devote myself to something that's deep within here that I haven't really reflected on or haven't had the time to give myself to, rather than just the superficialness of this connection, because this is something much deeper, much greater than this connection, my ascension, and there's so much out there. So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. How are they seeing themselves in this connection? What is their perception? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3 and this connection. Are they seeing themselves? 4 of Wands in reverse. So that's my 1111 card, which could signify twin flames. This is like, it falling apart. Some structure in the world had to fall apart. But I feel like this person feels like you and them haven't come together, or because you guys couldn't come together, it's created a reality in their world. Like I can't come into union. I can't come together. I can't create something here with pile 3, or it hasn't, or it fell apart. and at the same time something in their world fell apart, or what they built might have been in thief energy, you know, a lie to self, or some sort of tower thing that was built, some sort of structure that's fallen apart, maybe a marriage or a community. And Three of Swords in reverse. So I need to heal the pain. Now when the Three Swords is in reverse, it's either we haven't dealt with all the pain, so we've been avoiding dealing with pain, or Three Swords, or we have something that has been over, you know, has been painful, and we've had to heal from. And I feel with the snake, like this person has had to heal from a separation, or from something that's fell apart. Five Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, coming out of the cold. I feel like this is what this person has experienced. Like they experience heartbreak. They experience a failure of something here. They're coming out of the cold, feeling left out, you know, like the universe is shortchanging them in some way. It's like, no, I have control here. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they snap because of the pop. It's like the 10 Wands of burden. They can no longer carry it. And so the world fell apart here. I'm no longer in a facade or in the heaviness that I got to carry. And look, I'm not going to take it, but that's the Queen of Wands. And that's what I was feeling from the Cobra. Okay, so the mask we wore to upkeep some sort of 10 Wands, be brave, carry the burden. Yeah, the tower needed to fall. I feel the tower has fallen in this person's world. The mask, the false self, to get out of this Five Pentacles, or at least this is what they're working on. And here we have the Five Cups and the Judgment in reverse. The bottom of the deck, we have the 9 Pentacles, and under that we have 8 Cups. Yeah, so this person is really trying to gain their independence, I feel here, so that they could be on their own, confident on their own, in their own skin. It would require them to leave a whole bunch of things behind that isn't emotionally satisfying, you know, and part of it could be this connection. So if they've walked away from this connection, it's because they want to find their own confidence. This connection was potentially causing them pain. It was a part of a lie, you know, but I feel like in their world, there was a false self here, you know, and so this person is looking back on all the sort of, I think, understandings that they had that weren't true. Like, they had certain beliefs of themselves. They had certain understandings of themselves. That was creating the sadness, that was making them feel sad, that was making them feel like they did something wrong, or like they're out in the cold. But I feel like this is what they're coming out of. It's like, no, this is just, we could stay in 5 Cups feeling bad and sorry and that we did all this, but it was a lesson that they had to learn, you know? And I feel like this is what this person's coming into an understanding of, is like, I don't need to be out in the cold with these thoughts that I had, because it's not really clear judgment. It's just keeping me in 5 Cups. And the real truth is that I am this person who can create my own confidence and abundance by myself. But in order to do this, I must leave and walk away from anything that isn't fulfilling for me. Where in the past, this person would just put up with it or make reason to stay in it, you know, which was the burden, which was the tower. Yeah, 8 Swords, release from their mental prison. So I feel this person had beliefs and understandings that kept them in place, and now they're breaking that structure in their world. 5 Swords. So we'll go in a little deeper for pile 3. How are they seeing themselves in this connection? And we have the Knight of Wands. We have Judgment coming out again in reverse. Why is 5 Swords here, Spirit? How is pile 3 this person seeing themselves? We have the King of Swords. How's pile 3's person seeing themselves? And this connection, through this engagement. Okay. So the Fool, new beginning, Aquarius energy, Page of Cups, opening the heart space, innocent love, the Magician, Virgo and Gemini energy in reverse, the Emperor, Aries energy, and the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Empress. Wow, okay. Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, and then Death in reverse, Scorpio energy. Okay. This person's amidst this massive transformation. I don't think they see everything just yet, because I feel like they're overwhelmed by the amount of what they don't know that they recently just came into their world. Like I feel like they might have been really focused on a little dot, like I said, of their world, and everything sort of cracked open, and now it's kind of an overwhelm. You know, they're in deer energy, like getting humbled. You know, they're getting humbled. And so I feel like they might have been in a lot of 5 swords of conflict with their situation, you know, but it was caused by an 8 swords and a 5 pentacles and a 5 cups. And it's like, I don't need to be in this energy. You know, I don't need to be in this energy. And so I feel like this person is getting humbled, like opening their heart space, like moving towards something that is different than what they're used to here. And so I feel like this person is still trying to gain a full understanding, you know, a full understanding of something that can allow them to engage differently. So they still are being called to release certain things in their world in order to make space for the new beginning. Because the Fool would be completely unbaggaged, like having no baggage, taking a risk, leaving it all behind. And I don't feel this person's done this just yet. You know, they're working on getting empowered here so they could manifest what they're wanting. But I feel like they are self-focused. It's like, what do I want for me? I want to be empowered to manifest what I want. And so I feel like this person's either blocked you or pulled away, or is sort of in an energy here that doesn't want to argue or be 5 swords. You know, they don't want conflict. They don't want to argue about being right or any of this. I feel like they're humbled. What they're saying is, I want to come into this Empress energy, which is knowing how to receive love, give love, be in my abundance, lay boundaries, know my self-worth, be able to engage in love here and experience abundance in a new beginning here, you know, unencumbered, not with baggage, not with pain, not with sabotage, not with any of this stuff. Yeah, so I could create some form of stability. I think this person wants commitment, wants stability, wants to create something abundant here for themselves. You know, and so if you're not committed, if you haven't created reliability with this person or given them a sense of future stability, I feel this person's either pulled away or ran away or blocked you, you know, but I don't think they're running from you because they don't want to face something. I think they're pulled away and running from this connection because it's not emotionally fulfilling to them with the 8 cups. And they're really self-focused here with their own empowerment, you know, getting to the bottom of the truth of themselves. You know, seeing this situation clearly for themselves. And if you're around, it kind of muddles them. So it's like, I don't want to be in 5 swords because now I'm distracted. You know, especially if you come in here hot and cold or kind of love bomb or only providing some sort of passion. Meanwhile, this person wants, look at the moon. Yeah, this person wants more of a, like I said, a King Pentacles energy. So they're trying to get clear. It's like they don't want to be in moonlight. They don't want to be in fantasy. They don't want to be, you know, seeing what they want. They want to see a truth. And right now they know they don't see a great truth of who they are. And it could be because they have a lot of shadow work they got to do in the subconscious here. A lot of fears that were stemmed from this connection, you know, and now it's like, wow, like I could see my world that really needs to change here. Things that I still haven't let go of that I need to in order for me to evolve and be and released and free and liberated. You know, I feel this person wants to be liberated, free, have a new beginning, work with someone to create stability in their world, you know, but they have to understand themselves. So this is where this person is at and how they're seeing this whole situation, okay? So this is most likely your energy, but if it is, you can go check out another pile for your person, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 4, Mystic Mondays Tarot. I have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them. We're looking at the person on your mind and how does this person perceive themselves through this connection, how they engage, what it is that they're seeing themselves as here, okay? So it is their perspective, so it obviously isn't objective, okay, but it's their reality. And it could pull through, you know, how they're seeing you in the connection, but mostly it's like themselves, how they see themselves. If this sounds more like your energy, how you see yourself, then your person could be in another pile, okay? And if there's 2 energies here, you'll just have to determine who is who in order for it to make sense. But yeah, so it took me a while, like I said, to commit to this deck. You know, I had it on the list forever, and I just never got it. And then now it's like, I like it a lot. it is very difficult to shuffle and work with. So I don't know. I feel like in this connection, it could be that either you or the person you're dealing with is had a challenging time knowing what to commit to here, okay? And maybe it's difficult to work together. So let's see. Now, I'll just put this tarot on the side here. I want to see what comes through the bottom of the deck. The Emperor. Okay, okay. So we have Divine Masculine, Aries energy. Let's see. We have predictions of growth with 36. Or the number 9. So 9 is Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Predictions of growth. So someone could be coming into their Divine Masculine energy. You know, started off in one way and now there's growth. That's good. Practice, yeah. So over time, I feel like something over time. Practice makes perfect. Here's the darkening. So the descend before we ascend. Here's the snake, which is about healing. And number 12 could be Hangman, Pisces energy. Crow is all about communication, messages from the other worlds. And we have Quicksilver, adaptability. I'm getting Mercury energy from this as well. So more Virgo energy and Gemini. Communication here. Slippery communication. Maybe not being very pointed with the communication here. 24 or the number 6. 6 is Lovers. 6 is also Devil reduced, which is Capricorn energy. Okay, and we have Pioneer, light attribute, passion for doing and creating what has not yet been done before. This could definitely be Emperor energy. And then Shadow attribute, compulsive need to keep moving on. Well, that's Quicksilver energy. You know, it's no form, really. It just keeps sort of morphing. Bully. Light attribute highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Always when I pull this card, I always got to state, if somebody's physically, emotionally, mentally abusive to you, that is never okay. It is never justified. If somebody is hurt and this is how it manifests, okay, so what I read here is the manifestation and the result of potentially somebody who has been hurt, okay? And sometimes it comes through in this sort of an energy, okay? But I'm not endorsing any abuse in any sort of way, shape, or form, okay? So, gravitational acceleration. So here's taking aim. I'm getting Aquarius energy, or not Aquarius, sorry, Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy. Gravitational acceleration. Wow. Acceleration. Taking aim. Collapse with the exclamation mark. Tower energy. Sudden. And also Uranus energy, which is Aquarius. Which is interesting because I was feeling Aquarius with the star. Yeah. Okay. And here we have sidereal space. With the astronaut. And the spiral. Broken into 2. This looks like shocks on a car. Someone could be a mechanic. And we have butterfly. And it could be an analogy here to fix what's not moving. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Fix what's not moving here. Chariot energy. The chariot's in reverse. Butterfly. So air energy pulling through. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Butterfly is all about transformation and liberation, freedom. Okay, let's see, and then we'll pull the tarot to get more. I gotta sit here with this energy while they see themselves. I'm being called to read the sidereal space, and then we will channel what this is because it is coming through quite clear. Sidereal space. It says, outside of you, outside of your control. Sidereal space is outside of the atmosphere of our planet and beyond our reach. We cannot control everything. There is nothing we can do when faced with certain things, as there are external factors which exceed our power. An important fact is to understand that what is beyond our reach is not synonymous with impossibility. It does not refer to the power of the I can, because you can do everything, but it does refer to I control, because you do not control everything. Sidereal means belonging to the stars or planets. There are hidden forces with a higher power which handle those things that we as humans are of limited scope. Allowing cosmic forces to take control is the widest response by anyone who trusts the star guide. The word suggests vastness as we humans become aware of everything that the cosmos represents. The sidereal term develops a greater thought pattern. 333 portal. Okay. So, how's this person seeing this? I think they're how they're seeing this, and you might agree with a little bit of how they're seeing themselves, because I think this person has been in an energy that hasn't been very nice. Okay, hasn't been very nice, but they haven't been nice because I feel they have a lot of trauma, and so they might have been unhealed. They might have been acting out of shadow. And so how is this person feeling? I feel like this person is now understanding that their way of behaving hasn't helped a situation here. And so I think you and this person might have done a lot of cycles. There might have been a lot of attempts to get it right. And I feel like this person is getting better and better and better, okay, with their attempts. But I feel like this person has potential here. I feel like they feel as though there is a them that they could be, that they could be for you. The them that I think you see, and that I feel this person wants to try this. Like, I feel this person wants to be that. They want to go down this path. But in order to do that, they have to look at their darkness, and they have to shed parts of themselves here and really descend into the darkness here. Like, be really honest with the parts of themselves that's hurting and unhealed and manifesting as them doing or saying certain things that are not very nice. And so I feel like this person's world is been really impacted by this connection. This person is completely pulled to you in this connection and by the divine here. Things they cannot control. So they might have fought it, they might have resisted, they might have ran, they might have done all these things. This I ran, there I resisted, here I was just mean, and all of these things these person's done. It's like they're out of tickets. I'm out of tickets now. And so I feel like this person has a lot of love, but I feel like they have been very guarded. And I feel like things have been very stuck, very cyclical with this person. And now they're wanting things to move forward and heal. But they understand that the only way things could move forward and heal is by them transforming. And so I feel like this person wants to be better, okay? Knows that there's darkness here that they have to come to terms with. And I say have to because they feel like they have no other choice, that they're pulled to make these changes in their world. That the towers already struck them, that the collapse of who they were trying to upkeep or believe that they can no longer sustain or be in that energy. But they feel like they might not be able to get it right away, And so it's like, how many chances will I have with pile number 4? Like, really, before pile 4 just sort of has enough. And it's like, I don't know how it is I have to be or do. I don't know how to sort of get it right. So I think this person has a difficult time being targeted and communicating. Like, I think they want to do the good thing. I think they want to take more maybe accountability, or be more responsible, or more engaged, or do the right thing, or be more, you know, emperor-like, doing the right thing. But at the same time, it's like they don't know what sort of form that's going to take. Like, I don't know, those energies kind of a little bit interesting, the Fool, so Aquarius. It's like, I feel this person has no idea of what it takes to be an emperor, you know? Like, I feel this person says to themselves, like, I want to be at my potential in this emperor energy because pile 4 sees me in this way, and I know that this is a part of me that I want to explore because the other side of me is now sort of crumbled. I can see shadow parts of myself. And so I want to heal this. And I've had every single attempt has led me back to pile 4 in some way. You know, I keep getting pulled back to pile 4. So now I kind of gotta do what I gotta do here. But it's not like all of a sudden they're going to come with a whole bunch of knowledge, because I feel like this person has no form. Like, they have no experience, I feel, here in what it is they need to say, be, or do that's going to make them emperor. So the new them is going to have to be transformed over time, you know, like, so this is why they're sort of not moving, but at the same time, they are sort of moving with their energy being transmuted or healed, because there's a new energy about them. You know, and this new energy is, I want to be the emperor. But it's like, okay, we want is one thing, but how do we do it now? You know, the only being that they know is the bully being that they were. You know, potentially like saying things here to shut people out, or acting in fears, letting the fear drive, letting the darkness drive. And now it's like, okay, now I know I can't just say whatever's hurtful here. Now I could see sort of the me that's created the challenge with pile 4 that I don't like. And so I got to work on shedding that part of myself if I want to start, you know, exploring in a different way, growing in a way here that will help and not hinder. Because this person has no choice, I feel. They feel they have no choice. They're being pulled to this connection. They have to find a way to move forward. And it's been very spirally for them, you know. Like I say, many attempts. Maybe they've really made circles here with you. And I still feel like you can't really pin down this person in some sort of way. So it's like, you know, not that you want to pin them down, but it's like they can't even, I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see. Maybe I'll get more with the tarot here. Spirit, how does pile number 4's person perceive themselves in this connection? How are they seeing themselves through this connection? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 4. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 4. Thank you so much, pile 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. Okay, so 7 swords, yeah. It's like the me that they were seeing was cast from shadow. And so they're seeing themselves as someone here who hasn't been up and up with you, and it's been hurtful. Maybe they've said some hurtful things to you, you know? Like, I feel like they've said things that were hurtful or untrue and wasn't aligned. And now it's like I could see, you know, a better way of being with pile 4. And I want to do this thing, but how do I communicate better? Like, how do I become truthful and have communication here and take action differently here? Yeah, they want to take action here because they see a potential, but they don't want to just repeat 7 swords type energy, because they're seeing through their own 7 swords. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there's a pull passionately for sure towards you, and this is someone we're magnetically pulled to. So they see you very beautiful here. It's the Queen of Wands, but Queen of Wands could talk about wearing a mask, like of inauthenticity. So they could have been wearing a hurt mask, you know, being inauthentic. 8 of Pentacles. So they might have just not tried or retreated or put forward the energy or the effort towards the pull. It's like I feel pulled towards pile 4, but I'm not really investing or doing anything here. Some of you guys might have met at work. You know, the 2 of Cups is imbalance, not showing up, not doing anything. So lying to self about whether we can show up or not, or whether we're capable. If this person doesn't know how, or is telling themselves they don't know. The High Priestess. So this is our intuition, Pisces energy, and I feel like they know, you know, like they're being pulled and they know, but on the surface here in the 3D, they have no concept of how to use the right words or take the right action here to find balance, or to do something in a practical way that's going to come to a healthy relationship of balance. So it hasn't come together. It hasn't been balanced. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It hasn't taken form and judgment. So how does this person see it? I feel like they're sitting with the truth. They're saying, they're seeing themselves as somebody here who hasn't been able to say and act in a way that's given form to this connection in a balanced way because of their inability to give to it. They feel the pull. They see that they've been 7 swords and they're not quite sure here, you know, like what's going to fix it. So they see it. They have the desire to change it. They want to grow. They feel the pull, and their old way is sort of collapsing here with this realization, with the Judgment. You know, and then there's a deep, deep knowing here with this High Priestess that they have to do something or find a way. Because I feel like you're sitting here like this Queen of Wands. Like you're just manifesting, magnetizing. You're not chasing. I feel you're not chasing this person. Like you've already experienced them saying mean things, or them trying and trying, the cycles, the whatever, and you're just like, okay, you know, okay, whatever, you figure it out. And so it's like this person's really pulled to you, and it's like, yeah, like now I gotta figure it out, but it's like, how do I figure it out? Like I don't know what to say, I don't know how to act, I don't know what to do. Let's see, pile number 4's person, can we get a look at how they perceive themselves in this connection? A deeper look at pile number 4's person and how they're seeing themselves in this connection, Spirit. Thank you so much. King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. You're no longer, I think, giving to this person, you know, and maybe at one point you were sort of depending on this person, or like had more investment. And so this person's thinking now, like they got to come up with some sort of strategy. Like, what do I say? What do I take action on? I don't think they have yet. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So that's what they're thinking still. It's like, I got to put it into form. I have to say and do something here that's more aligned. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. This is potentially being emotionally unavailable, or to take action on their feelings. So it's like I have a lot of love here that sits here, but it's not moving in any sort of way because I need to communicate and I need to take action on it. Otherwise, it just sort of sits here in the ethereal space, you know. And this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the Princess of Wands, Page of Wands. So I feel they haven't communicated how deep they feel for you. They haven't communicated the depths of the love here, and taken action to want to explore this further. 3 of Cups in reverse. So if some of you guys are in a period of no contact, this person's thinking about how to have reconciliation, you know, and they could have been very focused on keeping the distraction alive here, like the distraction in their world, rather than dealing with the shadows and the pain and this bully energy. So I feel this connection's been fairly superficial, or you haven't gotten deep because they've been emotionally unavailable. They haven't told you the depths of how they feel. So it's like, okay, can't get past this 3 of Cups. It's friend zone, or talking about, you know, the trees and the weather and the sports. I don't know. But it's not talking about anything deep here. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. They want to manifest something with you and bring it into form. From a state of slipperiness or non-form to this solid form here. And they're contemplating, what do I do? What do I say? Strength. They need courage to do this. They need to face their fear to do this. Leo energy. And here's the 9 cups in reverse. So when I see 9 cups and 3 cups, it could be somebody who is distracting with partying, drinking, immediate gratification, lighthearted relationships, networking, you know, the distraction stuff that keeps pulling through here. Thinking of self, you know. So I feel this person understands they've been selfish, focused on self, distracted potentially with third-party energies, okay? Other people or other things. Could be just the distraction. Running away. The third energy could be their own shadow. And so now it's like, okay, I need the strength and the courage to come to some understanding of the form I need to create here. So they're contemplating what sort of action to take, and they're understanding they've been limited because of their inability to communicate their feelings. So final message here for Pile 4, Spirit. What is it that Pile 4 needs to know? Anything I've missed, anything that needs to come through in regards to this connection, a person on their mind, and how this person is perceiving themselves that's going to help this connection, help Pile 4 to understand this person or about this form that they're trying to create here. So we have 10 wands, 6 cups, and the 6 of wands in reverse. 6 cups is my soulmates card. It's the person, place, thing of the past, memory. And we see the 2 cups here. I feel there's a real strong soul bond with this person. And I feel like if you've parted ways with this person, I feel this person is certainly wanting to reconcile here with you, okay? This is reconciliation. Same with this practice. Practice is like coming back to wrong any rights. Yeah, communication. So they'll definitely be working on their communication. And here we have 3 pentacles and the 4 of cups. Okay, and then we see the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 pentacles, the 2 of wands in reverse, the 4 of swords in reverse, and the 6 swords. Okay, so at the end of the day, this person wants to work with you. They might be skewed and not knowing what it is they need to do. All they know is that they've been in an unworkable energy because of their own limitations with their emotions. You might have felt rejected. They might have rejected you. They were more focused on 3 cups. Not a good energy to be in, okay? So they see this, and it's like, okay, I want things to get better here with pile number 4. I want things to get better. I need to get out of the state of the doghouse. So some of them are in a separation with you or just feel left out. Things aren't the same. So it's like pile 4 is no longer an option here, or will be removed as an option. I can no longer go down this path if I don't do something about it. You know, I've been sort of removed, recluse, in a not doable energy. I want to get out of this. You know, I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of this. And so I feel like this person's experienced with you what they have, but they want to get out of that energy in order to communicate to you how they feel. And I feel they feel a soul tie. I feel they want to offer you a reconciliation. They want to offer you a 2 cups. This is what they want, you know, but I feel like this is the burden. It's like, I don't know how to restore a balance here or to make an offer of this until I find the form, you know? And so I feel like they feel they're not going to be successful by just coming forward if it isn't of substance, you know, like wands. It's like, I can't just be like, yeah, I want this. It's like, okay, so you want it, but what if substance are you going to do here? Like, it has to be a balance of emotions, of give and take. This person has to be connected to this, and maybe they've struggled with that King of Cups in reverse, like being vulnerable and authentic with their feelings. That means they'd have to be an upright king. And they can't just turn into an upright king overnight, you know? This is why the practice. It's like, I don't know, through time, it's an understanding of how to come into the emotion so that it could be balanced. But I feel like this is the heaviness they carry, because it's like, yeah, they just feel like it's an energy they're not used to, right? So it's like, if I'm not used to this and I'm carrying this energy, and if something's going to give, I'm not going to be successful with pile 4. Like, I'm going to fail. I'm going to show up here and communicate something, and it's probably going to go wrong or not come out the way I want it. And what I really want is to find a balance and to work with them, but I don't know how to get here. I don't know how to make this happen, although I know I want it. So I feel this person is going to come forward with communication. And I feel like they feel they're going to miss the mark. Yeah, they want to manifest something with you. They no longer want to be an old energy, okay? And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here and the sidereal space that we read and this gravitational acceleration, they're being pulled by the divine to make a change here, a change for the better, to move out of any energy they were in, because I don't think their energy was workable at all. And this is what they're coming out of for sure. But now it's like, now what? Like, now they're not all of a sudden equipped with all these tools that they need. Where do we see magician? Did I just part it and we saw magician? Oh my goodness, again. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, yes. This person's concerned that they don't know how to communicate, or they have the tools to create what they want. Of course they do, you know, but they're getting in their own sort of way here. And it's like, until I feel confident in my ability to have the tools to manifest with pile 4, I'm kind of feeling very burdened by this, because I want to say the right things. I want to do the right things. I don't want to repeat what I have in the past. I don't want to be in the same energy. Okay, so I feel like this is how they're seeing it, but they definitely do want to manifest with you. So more Virgo, Gemini energy. Yeah. They might just let their own sort of, I don't want pile 4 to see me as weak or a failure, or see me in that state. You know, because it could be ego getting in the way here. We saw the strength. But I feel like it doesn't matter here, because I think they just feel a strong tie here to you. Like, they've been predominantly in the 4 cups, and the 2 cups are now bigger. Like, the 2 cups are way bigger than the 4 cups energy that they've been in. And now it's like, I can't no more. I can't no more just be in a 4 cups and pretend or run away or be this sort of bully energy. And I have to communicate some sort of truth here, and fumble if that's how it comes out, because that's the only way I can work with pile 4. King of Pentacles. So this is a reliable, committed energy, you know, building something solid. The only way to build something solid here would be to show up and collaborate. So I feel like you want some sort of reliability, you know, in this person. And I feel this is how this person is sort of navigating through this slippery energy of figuring it out, attempting, trying, you know, but I feel their heart's in a good place of wanting to move things forward. It's just been very difficult and slow, and very cyclical here with this person. And I feel a lot of disappointment, you know. So this is what I see, pile 4. I hope this made sense, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.